I got you. I'm gonna get at you this week. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Hi. We just waiting.
Yep, I put in we don't own the rights and pinned it.
Oh
So
yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about we
I
don't
got it
own the
on
right.
there. Don't worry about it.
Child, you see the enemy try to sneak in here. I'm like, well, what?
You
2 minutes. I left for 2 minutes.
know how he do. The
Mm-hmm.
enemy don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Welcome,
doing
y'all.
exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. I can't see the people, babe. I guess you can see them
I
because this
see him.
is
I see him.
all right. Okay, drop from 3 to 1. Um, Will,
Yeah,
what was I getting ready to say? Y'all gotta excuse me because I got
that's that
menopause
amnesia.
brain.
That's
Ain't
that
got no
old age.
amnesia. Don't be giving me no old
Oh,
age. Ain't
that's it. What's
amnesia.
that? Old age. I
No,
ain't
man.
got
That is that menopause brain. Okay.
it.
Y'all know what menopause brain is? Listen, what I was getting ready to say, because I forgot. I don't even know. Never mind. Shoot.
You forgot.
I miss you.
I miss you too, baby. That's part of our problem. We miss each other.
Can y'all see our
What's up,
shirts?
Wanda?
I don't see nobody. How
Hi.
come? How? Oh,
Good, good. I'm
well,
glad you
wait a
don't
minute.
see nobody.
No, wait a minute. That's what I was getting ready to say. Are my people able to come on? Because
Yes,
we
because
on
they
your
going to
page.
see your thing say live.
Got it. All right, baby. All
Yeah.
right. Come on, y'all. Come on in the room.
Yep. Come on in the room, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get started in a minute. Tell a friend, tag a friend,
Share
share
it.
it to a friend.
Share it.
Y'all know this.
Share it.
It's only on here for 30 minutes. For 30 days. And then it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
You better get it while you can. No, we ain't in the same place today, but we in the
Not
same
again
place.
still.
But we in the same place.
Where,
Yeah.
where's the music? What happened to the music? I like that song. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Well,
Mm-hmm.
welcome, everybody. This is Let's Be Transparent. This is officially our second episode because the first one had two parts. So it's kind of like our third, but we're going to call it our second. And we just grateful and happy that you all are in the room with us today. Our topic tonight is surviving uncomfortable conversations. And the reason we picked that topic is because since she's been gone, as you can see that we're in two different places. Since she's been gone, I don't know if it's the anxiety of her being there or if it's the anxiety of me being here by myself, but we've had some uncomfortable conversations. Some people call them argument. I don't call them argument because it was just conversation that was definitely heated and uncomfortable. So that's our topic tonight. Babe, you want to go ahead and kick us off and get started?
Um, sure, because you switched the topic, and that's just fine, as this is what we
That's
do.
what's on the flyer.
Oh, well, I wrote some little notes. I just wanted to first ask y'all how y'all was doing. I hope everybody is okay, and just welcome. We think we grateful for y'all. We grateful for the ones that show up, and we grateful for the ones that show up afterwards and watch and comment and ask that we keep coming back. We grateful for y'all. You know, we love y'all. So, we were talking about separation after I left to go home to Philadelphia. So, just to give you a little backdrop, if you guys didn't watch 2 weeks ago, but anyway, um, I'm here in Philadelphia for 3 weeks. It's actually 2 weeks today that I've been away from Yolanda, and it's been a journey. It's been a struggle, you know. It's been a struggle. It's been weird. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it's been weird, because of course I came here. You guys know I came here, and those who don't know that I came here for 3 weeks because we were having another grandchild, and I was just helping out with the family, watching my granddaughter, um, just helping the family. And we've never been apart for this long, you know, and it's been a struggle. It's been weird. That's about the only way that I could describe the energy. Is like weird. It's because it's an uneven balance. Happy to be here, not in Philly, but happy to be amongst my family that I don't get to see every day. I'm able to jump in the car and just drive to one of my son's house or my sister's house. So I'm happy about that, but I want to be home at the same time. So it's like really, really weird. We launched your business immediately after I left. Who does that? We launched the business immediately after I left. uh I am the evidence dot shop was launched. So that was a struggle. Not really though. What you think, babe?
It wasn't a struggle. We're still learning how to work with each other. And I think that because you were there, I wanted you here to help with the business. And because you were there, you were helping with the business there. And we're dealing with a lot of different right now. A lot of things are different, working together, starting a business together, you being there for such a long period of time, all of that at one time is just different,
Mm-hmm.
which can affect our
Mm-hmm.
communication because we don't know how to handle the situation that we're in
Mm-hmm.
because it's so new.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was, on the flight I have, we had a fight,
Well, we had a few. And they wasn't really fight, y'all. Well, we've had some. Okay, let's start here. We have had some arguments in our relationship. We've had some arguments. We've had some arguments, but there are some things that we do not do. Now, whatever y'all do in your relationship, that's fine. But I believe, this is for me, babe, you could talk about it. I believe because of my past and where I come from, there are some things that I'm not going to allow myself to do to me or to you in our relationship. One being, I'm never putting my hands on her. Like I will never put my hands on her, and I'm not gonna allow her to put her hands on me. So when we say fight, we don't mean physical. Let's get that right. You know what I mean? I want to assume that all of y'all who know us know that we don't fight physically. I used to thump. So it ain't like, and I know some of y'all might be in a relationship that's still thumping, and that's okay. But that's one thing that's a boundary
Hey,
line.
hold on.
What?
Thumping. Well, that's an
Thumping,
old
baby.
school term. You done told your
Listen,
age right there.
that's all right. Don't
We,
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
we gonna thump today. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
heard
Mm-hmm.
that in
Mm-hmm.
so long. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Y'all
But
thumping Philly.
oh, we thumped in Philly. Period. Yeah. And guess what? It was okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Being in a toxic relationship and not knowing you in a toxic relationship and thinking that it's okay to put your hands on somebody. Like I've had that experience. But that is something that me and Yolanda, we just don't do. That is a boundary line that we will not cross. Another
right.
boundary line is calling each other names.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not calling my wife a bitch. I'm not calling her, oh, you mother, anything to pull down and tear her down. I ain't doing that. Now, listen, we've had some arguments, some bad ones, but it's some boundary lines that I believe just for me. And I believe that I entered into a relationship with somebody who also shares the same values and opinions that I have and the same boundaries when it comes to physical abuse, um, I ain't gonna say emotional abuse because I think that some of our arguments probably have gotten into some emotional abuse, but physical and calling each other names, that's just off the table.
Yeah.
That's off the table. Been there, done that. And who wants to be who wants that? You know what I mean? Like I just don't want that for myself. I think that when you get to a certain time in your life and you begin to have respect for you, then you draw the person, or you the energy that you draw is what you put out.
Right.
So those are when we say fight, when we say that we got into some fights while I was gone, know that those are the things that happen. Did I hang up on her a few times? I did. Have I gotten better in that area yet? No, ma'am. I'm working on it though. I am. I want to say in my head, because I'll be like, you don't hang up the phone on her. Don't you hang up the phone on her. Don't you do it, because I would have a fit if she had hung up the phone on me. And I have hung up more than she has in our relationship. But I did slam the phone down. I did. I hit the button. Sorry, babe.
Yeah,
I
it's all
apologize
good.
for that.
Because what I'm learning is that when we are at those places where we're having those argument, heated discussion, fights, sometimes that's all you know to do to stop it. You know, I know for both of us, we have learned that when we're in those uncomfortable conversations, it's okay to just take a break. It's okay to just stop. It's okay to, like, let me mentally go out to the beach on a break for a minute. You know what I mean? And we'll address this and come back. And it's okay. It's okay to apologize because something, whether it was intentional on purpose, it don't even have to be intentional on purpose. But when you're in a relationship, and it's just something that I truly believe, if you're in a relationship and whatever you do causes harm to them, then I have to apologize. And that's just me. Because no, I didn't do it intentionally. But if I do something or say something and it causes my wife to feel a certain kind of way, then it affects me. Like, and my apology isn't for what I did. My apology is for how it made you feel. You know, because it's not my intention to hurt your feelings or to cause harm. So for me, what helps me get through and navigate through uncomfortable conversation is to hear her, to hear you, to listen to you when you say, this is how I feel, you know, and I apologize for that's how you felt. You know, it wasn't my intention for you to feel like that. And it helps. And I know how to take a break. I know how to stop. I know how to, you know, just give it a minute. It took me a long time to get here, but I'm way better than I was when we first got in this relationship. And I'm learning that uncomfortable conversations are uncomfortable. See, the thing about me is I don't like to have uncomfortable conversations because I can't control the outcome. See, I want to be able to tell what I want to say, and the reaction, the interpretation, the perception, and the response, and the outcome is exactly how I want it to be. But I'm learning that I can't control the outcome. It is my responsibility to have the uncomfortable conversation. But at the same time, it's my responsibility to be able to see the result, see when it don't go my way, and control my reaction, how I handle when it don't go my way. You know, because I want to say what I say, and then I want you to handle it like I want you to handle it. But that's unfair.
And sometimes that's hard to do. And what we're talking about, I'm gonna just bring us back a little bit. We're talking about our, what happened after the separation, after I went to Philly and you stayed home in Georgia. And I believe that there were a lot of emotions. I'm just, for me, I was going, I'm gonna just talk about my experience just a little bit once I left. One, I was nervous, very nervous, because I was taking a drive that I had never taken before. So my anxiety level was on an all-time high. Staying in a hotel room. I don't think I've ever stayed in a hotel room by myself before. I haven't. I just realized that just now. You know what I mean? In another city, unfamiliar city, in a hotel room by myself, driving this long distance. So the emotions that I was feeling, some of the feelings were like anxiety, avoid, because we codependent as a motherfucker, y'all. We both codependent. I'm speaking for you too. Both of us are
No,
codependent.
I'm telling my business.
We talking about 3 years in and still going away from each other and having to sleep on the darn phone. So y'all figure that part out. Somebody got therapists out there. Any therapists out there? Codependent, so anxiety and guilt. I felt guilty because I was leaving her. We started a business and then I up and ran. I need to be here, yeah, but still the guilt set in. Like, damn, I'm leaving the bulk of the work. We worked on this project together. We Londa did a majority of the grunt work, I'm going to say, like, because I'm not good with computers. I'm not good with putting postcards and flyers and websites. I'm not good at that, but I did my part. We did that, and then I left. So I felt guilty. You know what I mean? I felt not ashamed. It just was so many different emotions. I felt frustrated. For 2 days, my anxiety was so high and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was just a lot. So with all of those emotions, the couple of disagreements that we had, because I think we had like maybe just 2 heated ones since I've been going, you know. Yeah, it was 2 heated ones. We might have had some little, but we had two like kind of, and you really wasn't responding on I was heated one night. You know what I mean? And that's and that's where you say, you know, we both, I don't know how you felt that night. I don't know if we're gonna get into the exact nature of what happened. It was something that I didn't like. It was something that I saw and I had a problem with it. And so uh and I have been having a problem with it for a while, I'll say that. And it involves another person. We ain't gonna break no anonymity. But it's been something that I have been bringing up, and I kind of lost it. But you just talked about the stepping back. You talked about stepping back. And what I did that night was, instead of verbally, and that's something that I believe that we're both working on, we're learning how to trust each other, because I'm a text queen. I'll argue through text in a minute, but I'm learning that verbal communication, and even though this verbal is texting, but just being able to just trust you and be like, I trust you with what I'm getting ready to say, whatever, because you said playing in the outcome, whatever the outcome is, I'm learning how to put that phone down and not text so much and say, babe, this is how I'm feeling. No matter however way it come out, these are my feelings. This is the way it made me feel. I'm learning how to not text, because it's so easy to have an argument through text. But sometimes words and feelings get misconstrued when you text. I think I said that right. I used a big word. I say misconstrued when you text.
You ain't got no
So
better feeling
yeah,
and start getting educated on it. Hey,
I'm
y'all
learning
don't know
how
the
to
words up there.
just talk and be verbal with you. And I believe that we're doing a good job. I'm doing a good job at that. You know what I mean? So that night I was able to pause and say, babe, I did text it, y'all. I can't talk about this right now. I cannot talk about how heated I am. I was angry in my text. Yes, I was. So that was the first argument. But I was able to not allow it to, because I did not talk to you, because I didn't pick up the phone and really tell you how I feel. I was able to say it in text. I got to sleep on this. I believe that the solution to it was what you just talked about, which was taking a step back, and you received it. Even though I wanted you to do something different, look, that's the unrealistic expectation of the whole thing. Because after I said I wanted to sleep on it, I wanted her to be like, no, we ain't sleeping on. I wanted her to really talk. And she is like, okay, we'll sleep on
Yeah,
it.
all
It's
right.
okay. But that's what I asked for. I asked for space, and she gave me exactly what I asked for. Now, did I really want it? Probably not, but God knew. And it was better that way, because we both had time to sleep on it, and then what happened?
Yep. And I was able to step back as well and look at it, you know. And I also spent I really did step back and look at it, and it started making sense, you know, because you're my wife, you know what I mean, and I have to take all of your feelings into consideration, all of your viewpoints, all of how you see things. It's not about whether I think you're right or wrong. It's about the protection of you. And if you're affected, you know they say, hey, happy wife, happy life. You know, so I was able to fall back to and look at the situation, which I'm grateful for. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so with with us navigating and learning to have these uncomfortable conversations, I'm grateful that we're using the tools that we've learned.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then guess what else we learned? That just because it don't mean it's over.
Hey, you
You
go
know,
crazy.
and healthy uncomfortable conversations are okay.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
okay. You know, so ha that was a lot. I'm grateful for the conversation that we're having because it helps me see my growth, because I
Mm-hmm.
discount myself so
So
much and I beat
it's
myself up so
important.
much.
It's important to have communication. And see, I didn't really know that communication. I was the shutdown queen. I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna look at you like you silly queen, you know. And I'm learning because I always heard that communication is the key in a relationship. Communication is the key in a relationship. But to me, it would sound like womp 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 womp, and only because really I didn't know how to communicate effectively. Because you can have a conversation like this and get your point across. I can let you know, that bothered me. You know what I mean? Without any expectation of how it's going to, after I say it, what you're going to say afterwards, and and just sharing with you, like, yeah, this is the way that it made me feel. This is how I felt. You know. Um. So, but I think that we did good. We had another argument. What was the argument about? See, that's the thing right there. Let me tell you something about arguments, right, y'all, and grudges and resentments. Well, I don't know if it's just my brain. I can't remember that no more. But most of the time, right, you be in a real bad argument, and your point might me. My point I'm just so mad. And then 15 days later, I can't even remember
You
what
talking
the hell we was
about when you
arguing
hung
about.
up on me?
Yeah, what
I
was
don't even
that
I
about? Why
don't
did I?
know either, but I know it was something because
That was the 2 days that my anxiety was real high, and I'm not making an excuse, but those were during them two
and
days.
for real, all we probably needed was to hug each other.
Yeah, what happened? Why did I hang up on you? Why was I so upset? What was going on? I can't remember. I
I don't
remember hanging up. I yelled too. I did yell right before I hung up. But why was I so mad? What was we talking about? Did it have something to do with the business? No, I can't remember. Look at how stupid that is, y'all. I ain't gonna say stupid. Silly. Just
I
silliness.
don't know.
Just silliness. I can't even remember, but we did
And
have a
then guess
second
what? Guess what happened after that? After you text and apologize, we went on with texting about the business like it was another day, like wasn't nothing wrong. And you were texting, and I was like, "Oh, so we just gonna act like ain't nothing going on?" And we
What
end
up?
up just carrying on and not letting that argument hold us from what was really important.
And you know what? What I can say right now is I can't remember I cannot remember what we was arguing about, but I know what I was feeling. And at that time, I was just missing you really, really bad. And I didn't have the ability to say, because one, I had got a really good cry out that morning. I did. I needed to cry. Um, and I remember while I was fussing at you, but I don't know what the heck that's driving me crazy. I
We
don't know
don't
what
have
it
to.
was,
I
but I
know I'm gonna be going
remember,
crazy too. I'm like, now
yeah. But I remember it was just that I was missing you, and just living that. Like sometimes why you just can't sit in your feelings, it's okay. I was missing you. But instead of me just saying that I was missing you, I took it out on you. You know what I mean? Like, again, I can't remember what we were talking about, but every little thing you said, I remember I was like, no, but it was just because the reality was I just was missing you, and I felt like I wanted to be exactly where I was, but I wanted to be home, leg locking with you too at the same time. And I knew that that was totally impossible. That wasn't going to happen. So I kind of took it out on you, but I still don't remember what the heck we was arguing about. But we get through them. We get
Yeah.
through them, y'all. We do. We get through them. Sometimes it feel like that we ain't going to opt for me, that I'm not going to make it through it because again, I'm very codependent. Again, I need a therapist. Anybody out there? Um, cause so when we argue, I feel like I can't breathe, I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't think, I can't concentrate, I can't watch TV. I was watching TV that damn day. I was getting ready to watch something good on TV, but because we had argued, I couldn't even watch the darn show that I was getting ready to watch. My focus was off. And that probably is not healthy, but um it's the reality. Like I be needing us to be on the even. We ain't gonna always agree, and we have had some disagreements that we just be all right with, like whatever, all right, nigga, whatever. But when we doing this, I gotta get to the solution. What's the solution? What's the solution? Because I feel like my breath is cut off when we not. And again, I know that's probably not healthy, but that's just how I feel. There's been arguments that we've had, and I ain't sleep the whole night. Toss and turn and turn and toss and turn all night long because all I had to do was turn over and be like, we need to talk about this because I need to get some sleep. But instead of that, you know, holding on to it and not being able to sleep. But we do get through them. And I believe that we're getting better. But also, I guess, communication, right? Communication is the key. It's the key. It is the key. So I don't know. It's 6:26, babe. We said we was gonna go into.
I
You want to talk
know,
about your
I know.
feelings?
You ain't got to time check me.
Do you
You
want
ain't
to talk
got.
about your feelings and how you felt and what, like,
I'm,
how was it? How?
I mean, it was the same for me too, especially being over here on my end. I was stressed out. Stressed out with work and areas that work was not coming in, and at the bottom line, it was just missing you, because if you was here, I wouldn't been at that level of stress if you was here, because you have a way of reeling me in and saying, baby, it's okay. God always show up. God, look, like put me in a place of gratitude. So it was me here by myself and my stress. And my stress was winning. So in that conversation, you were stressed out. I was stressed out too. And my anxiety level was up. And I think the whole thing was I was here by myself. And I hadn't been here by myself in 3 years. And when things go on, you give me space, and you know when and how to reel me back in. So, that was it for me. And I didn't feel like and I didn't feel like hearing all that with what I had going on. So you wanted to go to bed, hang up the phone, good night. You know,
I know what we was arguing about. It just came to me, and it was because, and I accept responsibility for that part. I didn't accept all of it. It was about them kids. It was about the
oh
kids,
yeah, that
y'all.
double
We had
standard
an
stuff.
argument
Yeah,
about the
but
kids. It's because it's hard for me when I leave to not try to control what's going on in our household. I just, let's be transparent. It's very hard for me not to control. I ain't gonna get into a whole lot of it, but I think I did pretty good. I think I did. I don't think I did as bad as I have been the other times that I've left. But it's hard for me not to look through the household and be like, what she got on the cabinet? Let me see what. It's hard for me. I ain't touched the camera, but one time I touched the camera today, and that was only to show my sister that we got a video outside. not looking at who's pulling up in the driveway. It's so hard for me not to figure out what she doing and who she talking to and what show she watching and who is that over there and why you. It's hard. It's hard, but I think I did better, and I do think that, but the more we, I don't want to say the more we separate, the more we keep going away. But I think the experience, because I will have to come back up here again. We know that. I think that with each experience that we go through with separation, with us being apart and dealing with arguments while we are apart, um, I think that it gets better. I think that
Yeah,
we get better.
I hope it get better because I just feel like traveling is in our future. You know,
Absolutely.
we have 3 businesses now up and running, and they're telling what else is gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
So we I look at this as a training ground for us to be ready to walk through the doors that God is gonna open. You
Absolutely.
know, because I know for me, I don't want to mess nothing up that He's about to bless us with.
Mm-hmm.
So all these moments like this that we are separated and that we go through things, we use these times as learning because to whom much is given,
Much is
much is
required.
required.
Much is
You know what I
required.
mean? So like these little devils, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And we grow, we face bigger devils.
Mm-hmm.
So we just in training. We just in
Absolutely. You
training.
said 3 businesses. I'm going to say 4 because this is a business. This is going to be bigger, and I'm claiming and I'm speaking it. This is going to go off.
Yeah.
So we're going
I
we're going
only
we're going
reason I said 3 is because those are already up and running. But this is 2. So you're right, 4.
All
You're
right.
right, 4.
Anybody out there? I
Yeah.
only see 2. I can't see from my end. But we should have went on my line. Your people corny. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I love y'all.
They see your thing too. It shows up on your profile that Daria is live.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We said we was going to reserve the last 5 minutes. I'm going to put these granny glasses on. If
Anybody
y'all
got any
had,
questions?
yeah, any questions, anybody had
Wait, y'all
anything that they
know what
might
you
be
putting the granny
struggling
glasses
with,
on for? You can't see what's going on over
I
here.
I can see the comments. I saw somebody put a comment in there.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
said something. Star said something. I saw it. I don't know what it was, but I saw it. But anybody got any questions about tonight's episode? Anybody have a topic that they might want us to share on, or anything that you might want to say to us at this time? We just wanted to reserve, question and answers. Maybe how we did get through something that y'all didn't hear us talk about tonight. We just wanted to reserve like the last 5 minutes for anybody that just might wanted to say something or ask a
Yeah, and
question.
even if you don't have a question now, you can always leave a comment like "What if," or DM us. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to put it on the platform like that. Um, and if we've been through it, then that's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of relationships that start like ours, as quick as ours did, don't last as long as ours have.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing about our relationship is we are consciously growing and getting better. We're intentionally working on ourselves individually and as a relationship because we do want this forever.
Mm-hmm. And what you
And that's
said
a
was
long
so
time.
important.
So
Uh,
if you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me or to Wifey. And that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
that was a good thing. You said we're working on ourselves as well as a couple, as well as each other. It's so important to work on your own individual self so that you could be whole and that you could be healed and that you could be happy. A lot of times people say that phrase, well, she complete me or he completes me or I wasn't happy at listen, you better have been happy before you met that person because happiness starts with inside. Another person can't bring you no happiness. I'm sorry. They can add to it, They can
Mm-hmm.
enhance it. But if you don't already
Mm-hmm.
have joy and you don't already have peace and you don't already have happiness within,
Right, that
the other
part.
person can't bring. That's an unrealistic expectation to put on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I can't expect her to bring me happiness. No, no, no. That's not her job. She can enhance the joy and happiness that I already have inside of me.
Yeah.
She can make it beautiful, and she has made it more beautiful. But I'm already happy. I'm already
Mm-hmm.
joyful. I'm already peaceful. You know what I mean? So we just enhance each other. Somebody said you bring, what is it? 50 and 50. No, you better bring 100 and 100 to the table.
Yeah.
You better be 100% well, and I better be 100% well. Because 50 and 50, that's two halves. That's two halves.
Yeah.
I want to be 100% well, and I need my mate Yolanda to be 100% well. And then we take off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the hold on, wait, because in the areas that I'm not 100%, that's
I
why I said
balance you.
we working on ourselves
Yeah.
and our relationship, ourselves in the relationship, because there's always room to grow. And that's one thing that I'm so grateful for, is that I see her work on herself. Like, I see the difference between day one and today. You know what I mean? So like that's my hope, right? That right there gives me the hope to that to see and to stay, because I see her growing.
And I see you. And not
You
only do
know?
I see you, you teach me what I don't have. So we balance each other.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
areas
yeah.
that I'm not good at, the hanging up the phone. She don't do that. So it teaches me, stop hanging up the phone, miss, because you don't want her to do that. So the areas that I struggle in, you teach me. That's a beautiful thing. That's really a beautiful thing. I
Yeah.
got you. Ain't nobody got no questions, baby. It's 6:35. We're gonna have to shut this thing down. I got a little girl to go attend to.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the next episode?
I guess we're gonna talk about menopause, because
Mm.
that menopause come with a whole lot, and y'all want to know why I be having an attitude.
Going through.
Yeah, and now that's what you're gonna find out, is why I be having an
The
attitude.
last 7,
Frustrated.
6 o'clock p.m. Meet us. We're not sure where yet. We're gonna figure that out. It
No,
could be
I like it
Facebook, it
over
could
here
be
on Instagram.
Instagram, but we talked about YouTube as well,
Yeah,
babe.
but that's gonna take a minute so we can stay on Instagram.
Okay.
And
Well, it might be my page.
it don't matter, because they're gonna show up on my page too. Yeah.
We
Now that's
love
what we not
y'all.
gonna argue about.
We love y'all.
Yeah,
We
we
love
love
y'all so
y'all,
much.
man.
And we got a question. I want to know, and who been over to I Am the Evidence shop? We ain't gonna leave this podcast without talking about it. That's definitely not going to
Man,
happen.
y'all check out our
Y'all been
apparel
over there?
shop. I am the evidence shop, and it is apparel for resilience, second chances, transformation, and it says it real simple. I am the evidence. So if you've ever went through something in your life, struggled through something in your life, accomplished something in your life, survived something in your life, you the evidence of that. I'm coming from incarceration to being a productive member of society. I'm coming from being addicted to marijuana. And yes, you can be addicted to marijuana. Don't think you can't. You better ask me. Okay? Because I never thought that I could not smoke. But I'm the evidence that I can be productive. I don't have to smoke a blunt every morning. I don't have to smoke a blunt, period. So I'm the evidence of that. So that is, it's a whole statement within itself. And you the evidence too.
Yep, we are all the evidence of something. We have
Yeah.
all overcome something. We all have had the test and gotten, and now we are a living testimony of something, whether it be rape, whether it be cancer, whether it be a drug addiction, whether it be child molestation, whether it be abuse. We are all homelessness, whatever. We are all the walking and living evidence of something that we have overcome. So get at their website. We appreciate all of those who have supported and bought. You can customize a t-shirt, you can customize a hoodie. And we are working on putting some
Don't worry about it.
testimony.
We got new stuff coming out. Don't worry about it. Y'all just go to the site, subscribe, drop an email in there. So we won't leave you out. This thing is about to be bigger than I can imagine. Yes. Because the whole world, everybody is evidence of something, man. I want y'all to have an amazing evening. And if you can't have an amazing evening,
don't mess up nobody else's. Please don't mess up nobody else's.